You all packed?
Yeah, just about. Now, wait a minute. You're gonna make me late for my plane. You're gonna make me late for my plane.
So, be late.
I can't, okay? Well, on second thought.
Jesus, you nearly scared me to death. Look at the mess you've made. Come here. Hey, what are you doing? And that's all.
Mrs. Erickson, Did you have any idea that your husband wanted to kill you?
No. I loved him, and I thought he loved me.
Detective Gentry, they're here for the body.
Excuse me. If forensics is finished, tell him to go ahead.
Mrs. Erickson, something bothers me here. I gotta be honest with you. You say your husband left this morning on a business trip to San Francisco. Then he comes back here tonight, breaks in, and tries to murder you with a knife. And yet he forgets that he left a .357 Magnum revolver in his bedside table drawer. Now that seems... Well, what, Nick? It's inconsistent.
What are you implying?
Not implying anything.
You're saying that I wanted to kill my husband.
She's hysterical now.
Mrs. Erickson, I know what you've been through. Maybe we ought to continue this tomorrow when you feel a little better.
Let me tell you something, officer. My husband didn't know it was there. It was the shop being repaired. I went and picked it up, and I forgot to tell him that... Oh, I forgot to tell him.
Way to go, Harley.
Hey, I'm not in the comfort business. That's for the undertaker. I'm in the truth business.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot to be gained by making her into a hostile witness either.
If she's guilty, she's already hostile. Just ask her husband.
So, what do you think?
I think she did it.
You think everybody did it?
Everybody did do it. They just ain't been caught.
You got it all figured out.
Well, I don't know, Nick. Maybe he left the gun in the drawer because he was fair-minded and wanted to give her a fighting chance. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna keep an open mind.
You gotta watch that. Who knows what'll go through there. All the different lines come right here. You got cable, security, whatnot. He knew which ones to cut. Hell, it was his house.
Whoa, wait. I thought you said that she did it. Now you're telling me the husband planned the whole thing?
Did you ever hear a supposition?
What?
Supposition. You know, suppose this, suppose that. Ask yourself one question. This girl is a walking wet dream. Why would anyone want to put an end to something that sweet?
You know, you're right. She's too pretty to be innocent. Let's fry her.
Come on. You got my opinion. What's yours?
Well, I think Mrs. Erickson is one hot-looking woman with a lot of money and a lot of time to spend it. Just my type.
She's your type, all right. She just offed her husband.
Yeah, well, at least she's single. No, they're all good. Oh, I'm pleased with everything. But I just thought that there was another role. No. Well, if we could just see some more of the room, that's... Uh-huh. So there is another role. Yeah. No, thanks a lot. No. We really appreciate it. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. What's this?
You got enough chemicals in that Danish to preserve a fart. The body is the temple of the soul. You want to take a dump in your temple? Be my guest.
All right. You want to hear what we got so far?
Not particularly.
Douglas Erickson checked into the Mark Hopkins Hotel yesterday morning, 10:30 a.m. No one at the desk can identify him. But he did use a credit card, and he signed the guest register.
So, what'd they find in the hotel room?
It's what they didn't find. No receipt for a second set of airline tickets. Just Erickson's bags filled with clothes. Oh, and an appointment book.
Well, that's interesting. Did they find anything in the book?
I already checked. No San Francisco appointments, no San Francisco phone numbers, no San Francisco contacts.
You know, that just doesn't figure. Guy plans on killing his wife. You're gonna think he wants to come up with a better alibi.
Well, the appointment book doesn't prove anything. Maybe the guy was a bad record keeper.
Sure. That's how he got rich.
Okay. So one of us has got to go to the airport, check on his travel reservations, see if we can find his car. And one of us has to go all the way back out there and take Mrs. Erickson's statement. Which one do you want?
Let's...
All right.
Heads.
Sorry. Mrs. Erickson. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, that's all right. I often go for a swim in the morning. The water's cool. It really revives you.
It's nice. I mean, it looks like a good life.
Please, come in. Can I get you something to drink? No. You're a cop and you're on duty, so you don't drink. Well, I need a drink.
Bourbon.
I'm trying to adjust my thinking. Trying to see things the way they are. It's funny. The world doesn't look any different.
Mrs. Erickson, I know how you're feeling. And I know that stirring things up like this can be very painful. But I have to finish taking your statement for our report.
Of course. Why don't we sit in here? Now then, what is it that you want to know?
Well, you said last night that your husband's gun had only recently returned from the gun shop. When was that?
A couple of weeks ago. I don't remember the exact date. I do have an invoice around here somewhere. I can get it.
No, that's not necessary. I just need a name.
Oh, Santa Monica Gun and Rail? Something like that. It's on Lincoln Boulevard.
And the owner called you?
I imagine he's the owner.
But he called you?
Yes. Is that important?
Well, it tends to substantiate that the gun was in the house by circumstance, that the time and date of its return were not under your control.
I don't understand. Why is that important?
It suggests that there was no premeditation involved in your husband's death.
That man last night, that police officer.
Detective Kessler.
He was so... Am I under suspicion for...
Mrs. Erickson, every possibility is considered in a murder investigation.
I loved my husband, Sergeant. I loved him passionately. And if he hadn't have been wearing a mask, I don't think I could have pulled the trigger.
Mrs. Erickson, I know this is painful for you, but I have to cover this territory. Did you ever suspect your husband that there was another woman?
No. I don't think so. I don't know what to believe about my husband. Not anymore.
Mrs. Erickson, right now, it looks as though your husband tried to kill you in cold blood. And there has to be a reason for that. I need you to help me find that reason.
I don't know. I don't know why my husband didn't love me.
Mrs. Erickson, is there anything that I can,
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've got to get a grip on myself.
No, it's okay, really. Look, is there anything that I can get for you? Some...
No. No, I'll be all right. It's a prescription. I take them for... I get depressed sometimes and they calm me down. I'm sorry, but do you think we could finish this tomorrow? It's just right now
Are you sure you're gonna be all right?
I'm fine, believe me. Fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, may I help you?
Yeah, a woman brought these here, and I need to know what they are.
Right. Yes, Mrs. Erickson. It's dilaudid. That's a trade name. It's like Seconal, but stronger.
Can you tell me how many times she's had that refilled?
I'm afraid that's confidential information.
Police officer.
Oh, yes, of course. Her doctor okayed 2 refills this week. You know, that's more than enough. Is Mrs. Erickson all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's fine. Thank you.
Yes.
You've reached the home of Douglas and Adrien Erickson. We can't come to the phone right now, but if you'll leave your name, your number, and the time you called, Douglas or I will get back to you as quickly as possible.
Mrs. Erickson. Adrien. This is Nick Gentry. Look, I know that you're going through a very difficult time right now. If you need anything at all, anything, please call me at any time.
Jesus, this guy wasn't deep. Either he had a lot of money, didn't mind losing it, or else he was playing with somebody else's scratch.
Hey, check this out. He was kiting funds from one investment account to another. It looks like he was trying to cover his losses. See this one here?
That's it, she's open. Hey, Jack. On the dotted?
Life insurance policy. Douglas and Adrien Erickson. $2 million.
I want you to understand. It has nothing to do with you. It's after Douglas and what's happened. I'm afraid it's just too late. That's all. I wanted to. I never wanted anything as much in my life. It's just that I couldn't. I just couldn't. Don't leave me. What are you doing? Oh, stop it! Ow! You're hurting me! Wait! Not like this. Gently.
What time is it?
About 6. Sleep well. so. What now, officer?
This case has got to get wrapped up. Well, you sure they checked all the alleys? I don't know. A rental car, probably. Something nondescript. No. No, keep it up one more day. Yeah. It's been 48 hours. If that car was out there, it would have shown up by now. You know, we could file a report without the rental car.
The DA will have a canary.
Fuck the DA.
It's easier said than done.
Hey, Gentry. There's a woman here to see you. Mrs. Erickson.
All right, so bring her in.
Play your cards right. I bet you can slice off a piece of that. You're telling me you're not interested? Well, maybe I am then. What do you think about that?
I think you should shut the fuck up.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Mrs. Erickson, I'm kind of surprised to see you here. Sit down.
Can I get you something? Coffee, soft drink? How about some herb tea? I got some chamomile here.
No, thank you, officer. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Jack. Detective Jack Kessler.
Good afternoon, Detective Kessler.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Erickson.
So, what brings you to the station, Mrs. Erickson?
Well, I decided to pay some bills to keep my mind occupied, and I came across something in our receipts. Something odd.
I'm afraid I don't understand the significance of this.
Well, look at the box with the license plate number in it. Well, you know, some gas stations write in the license plate number.
Yeah.
But this one isn't for our car. I don't know if it means anything. I just thought it was strange, that's all. It was dated just last week, and...
Mrs. Erickson, you may have just handed us the break we've been waiting for. Nice and clean.
Bingo.
Airline tickets made out to Phil Golden. Round trip from San Francisco International to LAX and back. One of them is expended on the night of the 14th.
I was right. He didn't rent a car, he bought it.
Careful son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, not careful enough. Let's pop the trunk.
Clean.
Well, I guess that about ramps it up, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing's the matter.
Don't bullshit me. What's the matter?
Okay. If you were married to Adrien Erickson, could you bring yourself to kill her just for money? Uh-uh. A guy like Douglas Erickson could have found an easier way to turn a buck. Now, if there was another reason, like a girlfriend, now that I could believe.
Nah, I don't buy it.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking with a wife like her at home, who needs another one? Well, let me tell you something, Pally. People always want what they don't got.
Yeah.
Thank you. For instance, a guy has a beautiful woman at home. He goes out, sleeps with dogs, the ugliest women he could find. Or maybe he wants a brunette or redhead because the little woman is a blonde.
So what are you saying? Are you saying we gotta go out and look for his accomplice now? We gotta go out and look for Erickson's girlfriend?
This shit's too good. Let's go home and file the sucker.
Right.
Forget about it.
This Finetti, can I help you?
Detective Jack Kessler, Mr. Fennedy from the LAPD. Do you remember selling a round-trip ticket to San Francisco on the 10th of this month?
I sell a lot of tickets, officer. If you could give me a number, I'll bring it up on the computer and maybe it'll ring a bell.
1D as in dog, 4971 663.
Oh, yeah. I remember this one. Paid in cash.
Do you think you can identify him?
Nope.
No. I mean, you just said that you remember him.
It wasn't a man, it was a woman. And she, I can identify.
Excuse me. Hey, Nick. Post time.
What's up?
Case isn't closed. Looks like I was wrong.
About what?
Erickson's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
She's no dog.
Nick. Hi. Is something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. We found the car.
Then it's over. This whole ugly mess is behind us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
You coming?
No, I don't feel like it right now. I'm gonna relax, kind of unwind. I'll take a shower later.
All right. Well, just so you know what you're missing. Nick. Is there something you're not telling me? Something about Douglas?
We think that he was seeing someone. We just don't know who it is.
The first time I met Douglas, he said that I reminded him of someone. A woman he'd gone out with before me. Her name was Marta. He said we looked so much alike that we could have been sisters.
I didn't know you smoked.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me. I was married to a man for almost 5 years. I thought I knew everything about him. And
then he tries to kill you. So tell me about this girl.
well, it was a few months after we were married. And this crazed woman came bursting into the house saying that Douglas was madly in love with her and that I should let him go. She threatened me. And when I told Douglas about it, he was furious. He stormed out of the house. I'd never seen him so angry. And when he came back, he said that she'd never bother us again.
Did she?
No. Nick, you should have seen the look in her eyes. She wasn't about to give up.
Come on, I want to show you something.
That's her. What's going on, Nick? What did she do?
We think she was your husband's accomplice, that she helped him set up an alibi. She does look like you.
Yes, I know. You thought it was me.
I didn't know what to think.
Now? Now what do you think?
I think your husband had incredible taste in women, but I think mine is better. What's the matter?
You don't know her. You don't know how crazy she is.
She's not going to do anything.
What if she comes after me?
She's not going to come after you.
She was in love with Douglas. She blames his death on me. I know she does.
Look, She's not gonna do it, but if she tries, I won't let her. All right? Hey, you gotta trust me, okay?
Yeah?
Harley, it's me.
What took you so long?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
Look, I've been going over Erickson's phone bill. I think I got something.
Oh, yeah? What?
Calls made from his Beverly Hills office to a residence in San Pedro. All of them made after 7 p.m. Most of them Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays.
A mistress.
Bingo.
You got an address?
Hey, is the Pope a communist?
I'll race you there.
Do you want me to call AAA?
No, it's just cold, that's all. Scotty, where's Mr. Personality?
Bedroom.
Harley,
In here, Nick.
I thought you might like to know I got some dirt on Erickson's mistress.
Oh, good. What is it?
Former girlfriend. First name Marta, last name unknown.
Who's the source?
Mrs. Erickson. I guess she was sitting on it.
So, what inspired her to become so civic-minded?
I was telling her we had an ID on a woman who bought the return airplane tickets. She just...
I hope you didn't tell her who made the ID.
Man, what do I look like to you? A fucking rookie?
But you showed her the picture.
Well, how else was she supposed to make the ID?
She say anything else?
What do you mean she'd say anything else? Like what?
Like how the picture just happened to look a lot like her? Now, don't give me that look. What do you think? Just because I didn't mention it, I didn't notice it?
Look, just what are you getting at anyway? So Erickson had a thing for pretty blonde girls, huh? Sure, Mrs. Erickson fits the sketch, but so could any of a million other girls living in L.A.
Oh, okay. Don't go getting your nuts in an uproar here. I'm just thinking out loud, that's all. Okay?
So, how's it look?
Very clean. Very clean indeed.
You through over here?
Aye, there's nothing there. That's pretty good stuff. My girlfriend uses that.
So does Mrs. Erickson. Bourbon, straight up.
So sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible and my car overheated.
What's that on your dress?
Oh, I thought that if I opened the radiator cap, that it would cool the car down. I almost killed myself.
Here's to you.
I was thinking today, maybe we should take a trip. Have you ever been to the Caribbean?
No. I've never been to the Caribbean. I wanted to go. But, I never got the chance.
You can do anything you want.
No, I can't. I'm a cop. I'm working on a case, remember?
All right. Have it your way if you want. But I hear St. Bart's is incredibly romantic.
Tell me about Marta.
I already told you.
Tell me more.
Like what?
I don't know. Anything. Everything.
I don't understand why.
Adrien, she's out there somewhere. She's dangerous. At the very least, she's an accomplice to a murder. Now, I gotta find her before...
Before she finds me. Is that what you were gonna say?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to make this call. Excuse me. Yeah, Hartley, what's up? Yeah, what about him? Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go.
What is it?
Somebody got killed.
Who?
A witness in the case. The ticket seller. Guy who did the sketch. Sketch of Marta.
His girlfriend found him about half an hour ago. She came over. There he was, in the tub.
Homicide du jour.
Accidental death. Clean and simple. Don't you guys try to fuck up my caseload?
Oh, shit, we wouldn't want to do that, would we? You know, I think you ought to know, this guy was a key witness in an ongoing homicide investigation.
The way you guys gonna look at this? Homicide? I see it accidental death.
How do you figure that?
He's in the tub. Reaches over there to change the channel and touches the boom box. It shorts out. He can't let go of it. He drags it in the tub and fries.
Not fry. Poach, maybe. But not fry.
What did you say the time of death here was?
Rigor mortis ain't even set in yet. I put time of death between 6:30.
Maybe it was an accident.
Maybe.
Nick, I was hoping you'd come. The water's great. Why don't you come in?
We gotta talk. What did you do today?
What do you mean?
What did you do today?
I went to the market, came home, then I took a nap, and then you called.
Huh?
Then I drove myself to the restaurant to meet you. The car overheated. I already told you.
What time was that?
I don't know, 5:30, 5:45, something like that.
Then what'd you do?
I told you, I took the radiator cap off and nearly killed myself.
Well, that's how you got the stains on your dress. That's what you said, right?
That's right. And do you mind telling me what this is all about?
Did anyone see you?
Anyone see me? What do you mean?
Did anyone see you with any witnesses?
Witnesses?
Yeah.
Sure, it was right on the San Diego freeway. I'd say there were a few thousand witnesses. Do you mind telling me just what it is you suspect me of doing, officer? Well, let's see. According to your partner, I'm already a suspect in killing my husband, so that can't be it. You think I had something to do with that man getting killed tonight? Do you honestly think I'm capable of murdering someone? I made you breakfast.
I wish I could stay, but I gotta go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna make me late.
So? Please.
No, no. No, I can't do this. Let it go.
Want me to call someone?
No, there's no time. I'll get a cab.
You can take my car.
All right.
Nick? You silly little kitty.
You're loud and clear, Pally.
Okay.
Hello?
Mrs. Erickson, this is Detective Kessler. I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What is it?
It's Nick. There's been an accident.
Oh my God, what happened?
As far as we can tell, the brakes failed and
Tell me what happened.
he was pronounced dead on arrival. Mrs. Erickson? Hello, Mrs. Erickson, can you hear me? Mrs. Erickson? Nick, there's something going on with her here.
I'm all right. There was an accident. I was nearly killed. But I didn't think it was an accident. I thought you were trying to kill me, so we...
Oh, come on, for Christ's sake. Don't tell her the whole goddamn thing. What are you doing?
You thought it was me all along, didn't you?
Adrien, put the gun down.
And what about Marta? Well, let's see now, she didn't exist, did she?
Listen to me. I'm sorry. Now, I believe you.
She's just a character I invented to mislead the police.
I'm not talking about Marta. I'm talking about you.
After everything between us,
Adrien,
you
please.
still thought?
Give me the gun.
You still could think?
Adrien, listen to me.
You think I could pull this trigger?
Adrien, I love you.
You do, don't you?
Now, give me the gun.
Behind you!
I'll get you a drink.
No, thanks.
Look, there isn't a hell of a lot more I can say at this point, is there?
There's one thing I don't understand. How could you have made love to me thinking I was a murderer? He must have had one hell of a rationalization for that one. But I guess it's all part of the job, right?
It had nothing to do with the job.
I just don't know how you could believe. Don't you know me? Don't you know who I am by now?
I said I was wrong, okay? I'm going to arrange for 24-hour police surveillance of the house so that you don't have to stay here alone.
Nick? I never thanked you for saving my life.
You don't have to.
Part of the job, right?
Right.
Nick? Don't go.
Somebody fucked with a distributor wire. I got a call back from DMV. Erickson's car was sold about 2 months ago at a used car lot in Santa Monica.
I don't know. It's not in such bad shape. One owner.
Yeah, one owner after another.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
79 Brown Ford Granada. Sold June 9th. Paid cash.
Was it a woman?
No, it was a man.
This the guy?
Nah, the guy who bought the car was maybe 30. Smaller, you know. Not as beefy looking as this guy.
You got a name?
I've got the whole 9 yards, but the guy never registered the car. It's probably bullshit.
That's all right. We'll take it anyway.
Beavis, Stephen Beavis, 12386 Kings Road, West Hollywood.
Actor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the right address. Should be the Beavis residence.
Guess he hasn't moved in yet.
Yeah. Yes, sir. No, I understand that, but well, the thing is that she shouldn't have to leave her house.
Look, I'll call you back.
I know we have a manpower shortage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand. Fuck, I do.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Going out to move.
No, you're not.
What the fuck are you
Come on,
doing?
get inside. I said you're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay here and relax.
You're telling me to relax?
Yeah, I'm telling you to relax. No, you're not. Fuck you! Chill out!
All right.
You're too close to this thing, Nick. You stay here. I'll go move her. What the fuck are you looking at?
Hey. Take care of her.
Asshole. The woman inside? Mrs. Erickson? Hey. Psst, 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 psst. Bet you have some answers, huh? Mrs. Erickson?
I'm up here. Detective Kessler. Would you mind telling me what's going on? Your partner said there was going to be 24-hour police surveillance.
Yeah, there was, and now there isn't. I'm gonna take you someplace safe.
Detective, I really don't want to leave my house if it's all the same to you.
Mrs. Erickson, if it's all the same to you, you're in a lot of danger right now. And if you're in danger, that means that I'm in danger too. And I don't like that. So why don't you do me a favor and go pack a little bag and let's get going.
I'm looking for an actor. His name is Stephen Beavis.
Beavis isn't an actor, it's a part.
A part?
Yeah, Stephen Beavis is the name of a character in a play.
What play?
Velasco's Impertinence in Hell.
Where's it playing?
Not anywhere now. It was at the main stage. It closed a couple of months back. Believe me, you didn't miss anything. It wasn't very good.
Yeah. Thanks.
I don't know, Miss Erickson. There's a couple of things about your story that I find very intriguing. For instance, this woman, your dead husband's girlfriend, Martha Rotzler. That's an interesting name. I mean, she has no driver's license, no social security card, no bank accounts. As far as I can make out, you're the only one that knows about her.
Excuse me.
You're late. We already cast the part.
I'm not an actor. But I am looking for one. A couple months ago, you had a production of Impertinence in Hell here. I need to know the name of the actor who played Stephen Beavis.
Paul Basque. What do you want with him?
You wouldn't happen to have a picture of this guy, would you?
I'll look.
Okay, here's a drill. Do not leave this room. If you're hungry, you can call room service. But you're not to go outside, not for any reason. You got that? You hear me?
Loud and clear.
If you think anything is wrong, I mean anything, call this number and have them page Detective Gentry or myself. Know the difference between an optimist and a pessimist? Take a glass of water, pour out half. Optimist thinks the glass is half full. Pessimist thinks it's half empty. You see, it's the same way with cops. You know the difference between my partner and myself? Nick is a optimist. He always tries to see the better side of people. Me, I'm a pessimist. You know why pessimists have bigger noses?
Tell me, Detective.
It helps us smell out the bullshit, even when we can't see it. Have a nice day, Mrs. Erickson.
Here it is.
Which one is Basque?
Here. He's a fine actor.
You know, I'm gonna need a picture I can take with me. You have anything like that?
I'll see if I can find his 8x10.
This woman here, is she in the company?
No, not really. More of an associate member. She and her husband have made some very generous donations.
What's her name?
Mrs. Erickson, Adrien Erickson.
God, my cat. Sorry. Didn't mean to forget about you. What are you doing here?
That's a good question. I think I'll ask it myself. What are you doing here?
I don't have to answer any of your questions. This is my house, and I don't appreciate.
Let's cut the bullshit, kitty cat. I want some answers.
Okay, Detective. What do you want to know?
Tell me why you killed your husband.
Adrien.
You seen Harley anywhere? Your messages are on your desk. He was trying to get a hold of you when some woman called a couple times.
Homicide, Sergeant Gentry.
Adrien.
Are you okay?
Nick,
Where are you?
at my house.
It's Marta.
Marta. What about Marta?
Hello, Nick. You still there?
Yeah. I'm listening.
Good. Then listen carefully. If you want to see your girlfriend in one piece, show up here in an hour, alone. No cops, no one.
Harley. Wait a minute.
Oh my God. It's Paul Bass, True Theater.
You are cold, lady. There never was a Marta. You made her up. The two of you planned this whole thing, didn't you? Did you fuck him, huh? Did you fuck him? What? What were you gonna do anyway? You were gonna take the money and you were gonna go to the Caribbean, right? That sounds nice. That sounds real nice. First thing you ever told me was a lie. You killed your husband. You killed Fenneman. Oh, my car overheated. Right! You tried to kill me too, didn't you? Yes. Yes, you did. You pulled the distributor wires out of my car, so I'd have to use yours. Then you cut the hydraulic lines on yours, didn't you? You killed Harley, didn't you? You bitch! Bitch.
Nick, I just saved your life. I couldn't let him shoot you. Nick, I love you.
Adrien. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't.
You want me to call someone?
There's no time. I'll get a cab.
Well, you can take my car. My car. Take 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 my car. He made me do it.
You have the right to remain silent. If you choose to waive that right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you.